out from NATO?
Not immediately. The world is in political turmoil and we need to make sure our country is defended.
Right.
However, we've got Donald Trump in the White House. I would say that America has always been a problem in regards to NATO and American imperialism. But in Donald Trump, we have a man who Mark Rutte, the current head of NATO, says we should call him daddy, despite the fact he talks about turning Gaza into a luxury Riviera.
Well, he doesn't anymore, does he? I just want to come back to the beginning of your answer here, because you said not immediately.
Right.
Which suggests that at some point you want the UK to pull out of NATO.
Well, what I want right now is conversations with our European neighbours, because I think Brexit was one of the most catastrophic decisions we ever made, economically and for security.
But I think you've just told us this morning, ultimately you want the UK to pull out of NATO. Is that fair?
Once we've created an alternative alliance with our European neighbours, we should absolutely be looking at a different way that is focused on peace and diplomacy rather than on nuclear weapons.
Okay, so let me ask you then, if one of our European allies was attacked by Russia and they invoked Article 5 of the NATO treaty, which says we must defend them, would you support the UK defending one of our European allies?
Well, we clearly have to, because we're in NATO, but this is part of the point. The Intelligence Council just last week wanted to release a report. The Guardian reported that it was sat on by the government because they weren't ready to deal with the consequences. What were the consequences? They said that the biggest security threat this country is facing right now is food insecurity and also looking at global pandemics. I think we need to be making sure that we're spending money on the actual climate crisis and food insecurity rather than £15 billion on nuclear weapons at the same time that our NHS is crumbling.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Zach Polensky, Green Party leader in England and Wales. Thank you for your time.